cleared out. What would you like to do next?
Well, the most important thing is going to be to see if we can uh, find some skilled laborers, which, if I remember correctly, is going to be heading back the way we came.
Mm-hmm.
And also talk to the Thieves Guild, because I'm hoping that we might be able to get some compensation from them by offering basically like a safe room, uh, and being able to have a teleportation center set up as well there.
Alright.
Yeah, so this is gonna be pretty much all you. This is your castle.
Well, it's going to be an us thing because, we're all going to share in it.
Wait, I'm getting to share. How much can I sell that for? Can I share my stock? Can I sell my stock in this?
Unfortunately, not. You can give it back. That's about it.
Wow, this is a ripoff. Here, you get a stock of this. Oh, what can I do with it? You can look at it.
You can profit off of it, but you can't get rid of it.
That's what Gideon's does when he receives his stock.
What are these material possessions doing for me? It's less than worthless. It's funny. I didn't see that second part until now.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you guys head back into town. Um,
Yeah, and I would say our first step's going to be going to the Thieves Guild. At least Kildel's will be, because shoot, might be able to find some cheap labor from there too. But primarily,
Probably not the cheapest labor though.
no, probably not.
You're probably just trying to go to like a dock or something like that.
Yeah, but yeah, primarily it's going to be to let them know that, hey, we've got a place that can be used as a potential safe house, and we'd be interested in possibly allowing uh, it to be used. If they're willing to invest in the property and all that. Basically, kind of feel them out.
Yeah.
One of the representatives from the guild does come over to talk to you about it. Well, more hideaways are always a good thing. We typically don't pay a lot for them unless we are in need and actively searching for them.
Understandable.
We don't have anything set down in the budget to acquire rented space at a place we don't need. But if you let us set up a circle there, we'll keep it stocked with some food and whatnot. Not
Sounds
enough to
reasonable.
won't feed an army, but uh, a handful of people at least can grab food whenever they need, and it won't run out.
And it's a solid and reliable start, and it's much appreciated.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Kildos will definitely get details set up and arrangements made for that. Um, Probably something pretty straightforward, like leave with probably within a week, because if we find any workers, they're probably going to have to finish up other contracts that they might have and whatnot, and
Mm-hmm.
get their gear ready and such for a journey. The ones that are in a real big hurry to get on the ship the moment we're ready to sail, those it might be a bit of an issue. But you might be able to get them at a good discount, so you know.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's figure out how much that's going to cost you. You talk to some various stonemasons around town who have experience, including a couple who are aware of the structure. Um,
Oh, that's a bonus.
None of them have been on it on site. They've just seen it from passing ships. But it'll help them at least a little bit and give you accurate estimates.
Good deal.
Um,
We'll also need some woodworkers as well.
of course. Your initial estimates to return it to a like new condition are somewhere in the 20 to 30,000 gold range.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about what I was thinking. Um, I'll let them know that we will start with the funding for 10,000, and we will go from there.
Okay.
And I'll pull that out of my account so that we'll consider that like a working fund.
Got it. Yeah, so you shop around, find a good contractor, and give him the funds to wrangle up crews and ship out and start working on it.
Yeah, because part of what I was thinking is that when it comes to like the woodworking and everything, because you're always going to need lumber for your roofing, for some of the support structures and stuff like that, and of course for any interior furnishings.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I was thinking is if we could get uh, like a group of just skilled worker lumberers and maybe one or two carpenters, we could set up like a lumber camp out there. Because if I remember correctly, the island actually is fairly forested.
Isn't It's not the densest of forests, but it's got some trees on there.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're talking about a 1 mile circumference island, it's actually going to have a substantial amount of trees. And we might be able to actually get all of the wood that we need and have it all sourced directly from the island without having to spend extra on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually been considering all this for the past week. My brain wouldn't let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we have a home. We need to get
You
it
know, the
all set
last
up now.
time I had a home, things didn't go well for my character. I'm just saying.
Well, maybe it's not exactly your home. It's the place where you live.
That is by definition a home, I'm pretty sure.
But it's not.
Which home is this that you're referring to? Out of curiosity.
You know, I ran a tavern once.
Well, we'll keep you away from running the tavern aspect of it, which is
Dude has
probably a
nightmares of a
really
past
good thing.
life.
That's
He doesn't
that's
drink
probably a
anymore
pretty good
because of
idea
it.
anyhow. Like Gideon should be focused primarily on being a bellhop.
Again, what bells am I hopping over? I never got an elaboration on that.
We'll have to explain that one in using small words.
It's like you hear somebody fucking ding the bell, you see like a giant man hopping over.
Hello?
I'm here to get your bag. They start fucking buddy hopping away. Snaking the whole fucking floor because he's still wearing his armor.
No, what's even better is the bags are like a couple 100 pounds each, and he's still hopping away.
I mean, it checks out. Let's fucking straight. What I have straight as a 20. That's right, he can do it. He's a fucking beefcake.
Like
Look
you
at
just
me a
hear
challenge.
people, like you just hear people as you're skipping down the hall going, "Make sure to tip him really well, okay?" So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
get the workers over there, get everything established, and I'm assuming that for us, our biggest job, I mean, part of my job's going to be oversight because that's unfortunately my job. But I'm assuming that the majority of what we can be doing is making sure that everyone stays safe. Like we can keep an eye out for wild animals and monsters on the island and all that fun crap while they're getting the work done.
Yeah, that is certainly a possibility. It seemed a relatively safe island when you were there, but you never know what pops up out in the middle of
I
nowhere.
mean, there were devils doing all sorts of very, very weird, and I'm assuming kinky rituals. So we have no idea what's going to be happening there. But yeah, I mean, part of it is like if everything seems to be very calm and quiet, I mean, it can always do a exploration and mapping of the island too. I think that'd be a first for any of my characters. I don't know about you guys.
Gideon's just on for the ride, basically.
Well, no, I mean for like any of your characters that you played.
Oh,
I don't think I've actually had a character that actually did mapping and exploration since I was like 15.
not specifically, no. I've never had a character like go out and actually do something like that.
Me neither.
Yeah, it doesn't come up as much
But
as it
Gideon
would
can
have.
try.
But it
Mhm.
could be something interesting and fun.
Yeah, I'll pull up MS Paint and I'll draw one as it actually happens. We'll see what happens when I pop it out and bring it back. If I'm doing it real. I'm warning you, it's Gideon doing it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Because it'll probably, when you're done, and this is if you actually use MS Paint to the best of your talent, it will probably still look like Gideon did it, and he was just very extra careful.
Oh, I'm only freehanding everything. I'm not using a straight line tool. Gideon wouldn't
Well,
have a
that's what
straight
I
line tool.
mean.
He's just drawing a freehand. It's just, all right, I'm going to lift my elbow really high and we're going to see what happens when I draw around on it. It's going to be really weird gaping lines because Gideon can't draw.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to say you've actually had quite a bit of experience with MS Paint?
I mean, I've made my fair share of memes and profile pics with it.
Oh, wow.
I've used it quite extensively in the past. Took
I
years to really learn
have
much, but
I have used it enough that I drew a splotch and a squiggly line and went, "What the hell is this garbage?" And then threw it out and then got GIMP. And Inkscape.
there are some times where it takes less time to do something in Paint than it would in GIMP, so just fuck it. I'm doing something simple. Throw it in there. It's easier and quicker.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not a quality program, but it's a fast program.
Well, and from what I understand, Microsoft recently leaned very heavily into MS Paint. Like everybody making fun of it, they were just like, "Well, fuck you. We're going to make it cool." And so they've been putting like all sorts of features into it now.
Yeah, I've heard they've been, actually putting more effort into it recently again. I think it's gonna make anybody really use it. It's just gonna be nicer for the people that do use it already, though.
Yeah, I think the people who do use it are just going to be like, everybody else, you guys are a bunch of posers. You have no idea how awesome this tool is.
I used Paint 5 years ago before it was cool.
Right? And everybody else was like, "It's still not cool. What are you talking about?"
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys pack up and head back to the island, because I'm curious how this is going to turn out.
Yeah. I'm also going to be having an in-depth conversation during our boat ride with Nyx and with Semi about perhaps investing in our new property and explaining, what the expenses are and how much it's going to cost to get everything cleaned up and back to a state of almost new.
I'm guessing these are the workers.
Yes.
Gideon was about to go angry, but then he's like, all right, I bet they're probably the workers.
Owner said nobody allowed in here.
We were the only ones that were supposed to be here.
No, they're the rabbits. They're the rabbits. Leave them alone, Lenny. But yeah, and of course, during my conversation with the two of them, I will also make it very clear to Nyx that Fluffy is to be considered one of the owners and will
I
have
would
free
think
reign.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, absolute free reign of the castle. If he wants to walk up and down the halls, he is welcome to do so. He just has to make sure that he does his business outside.
He does. He's a good boy.
We just don't want to have any dino droppings for any guests. Just no bueno.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, if guests get freaked out from it, well, I guess they'll either go somewhere else or they'll just stay in their room.
Yep.
Because as far as Kildos is concerned, y'all are family, and that includes Fluffy.
All right. So you guys set out to map out the island.
Mm-hmm.
What is the process by which you're going to do so?
I'm thinking the most logical way to do this is that we probably already have a perimeter from ships that have sailed around the island. They probably already have like an outlying feature on various maps. So that outer edge is probably very well mapped out. Everything on the inside, aside from where the Abbey is and the access point to get to it, is probably not mapped out at all. So the two options that we would have would be, one, we utilize a spiral pattern where we go around the perimeter of the island and then shift in once we get back to the beginning, and then make another spiral and then shift in, spiral all the way through. Or we do a north-south or east-west sweep. And I would welcome opinions from my fellow players on what seems best.
Gideon's like, while you're doing that, is like, here, I already took care of that. As he holds up a very crude drawing.
We're probably going to need something with a little more detail than that, boss.
Okay, I got it.
But I like your enthusiasm a lot. And that looks really nice. In fact, I think that's a little too nice for us to use as one of our working maps. You should probably hang that up. Maybe in your room.
Hang on, I have one that not Gideon drew.
Okay.
Well played. Well played.
Oh, yeah. That's like him drawing a stick figure of someone and then, no, here, I have another one. Hands him the Mona Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Here, my friend drew this one. Just the nicest
Not
thing.
Gideon drew this one. Oh, that would be even better. No, not Gideon drew this one. So yeah, do either of those methods sound good to you guys? Is there one that you think maybe you'd prefer over the other, or do you have any other ideas or thoughts?
Gideon's pretty indifferent.
I mean, you guys.
Well, I am Gideon.
Not the PCs, the Ps.
Whoa.
Because, yeah, we know Gideon's opinion. Whichever way allows him to eat the most crayons.
Exactly.
And Nix's would probably be whichever method allows her to ride Fluffy the longest.
I say we do a sweep. Because that
The
sounds
north-south?
good. Yes.
Okay,
That works.
that works for me.
All right.
So Gideon where he
Simple and
must
direct.
go and he shall go.
That'll also give us some decent estimates on measurement.
So you guys begin mapping out the island. Give me survival checks.
Oh, yeah. If I can reach it. Oh, come on. There we go.
As one might expect, Kildos, you're paying a lot closer attention to the details and double checking everybody else's measurements.
It's kind of important.
Yeah. But you start walking back and forth across the island, slowly mapping it out. And you do get some reasonably accurate measurements on it.
The other thing is to keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary, of course.
Mm-hmm. Other than birds and small woodland creatures, it seems pretty well uninhabited at this point.
Well, that's good to know, too.
Mm-hmm. You find the ruins of a couple of houses long abandoned, and what seems like used to be a small dock on one corner of the island. In disrepair and not usable at the moment, but could be made to work again.
Is that close to the Abbey? Or was this, like, possibly closer towards the houses? Like, they had set it up originally and it just kind of became an abandoned village.
A little bit closer to the houses than the Abbey itself.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys keep going back and forth. Takes you a couple hours to map it out. It's not terribly big. And by the end of the day, you're back at the Abbey. But
So if it's
Go ahead.
I was going to say if it's getting close to evening, then we should probably also start getting evening meal set up for ourselves as well as the workers.
Yep, they will probably appreciate having some food. Though within what you pay them, they come pretty well equipped with food and stuff. They don't expect you to be cooking for them all the time.
Well, sure, but an evening meal is always nice to be shared at the end of the workday,
Mm-hmm.
and that's always the sign of a good boss. I will also let them all know about the cottages that we found and their location on the island. Should any of them happen to think, well, maybe this would be a really nice place to settle.
They all say, yeah, we'll see. Depends what what kind of job offerings are available once the work is done. We'll see.
Of course. But I'm also dying of curiosity, but it'll be a while before we find out, is whether or not the Abbey actually had a lower level that was possibly buried underneath the damage and rubble.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Now, the other question I had is this actually like a 2-story Abbey, and the second floor was just completely rotted away, basically?
Sure. Yeah, there's probably a second story at one point.
Okay. Because, yeah, all of the flooring inside a castle is usually made out of wood. And so your second floor is just all lumber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely looks like there would have been spots for a second story at some point.
Okay.
That's long gone by now.
But we want to give it back to its former glory. And more floor space equals more rooms equals more potential customers.
As you guys are settling in for the night, a familiar face from the guild shows up on the island.
Who is it?
It is Phelan, one of the higher-ups within the guild.
Oh. Good evening and well met. We're just finishing up our meal. Would you care to join us?
Oh no, I ate on the trip over. Thank you, though. Seems things are going along nicely here. I have word for you and also for Samuel and Nix. It turns to Gideon. If you'll excuse us, this is a private matter. For us.
He's trustworthy. He's working with me,
This is official guild business. He is not part of the guild. I must ask him to shoo.
Fair enough.
Oh, where were we? Our leader has requested an audience with you regarding one of the recent contracts that you worked. The
Fair enough.
fraudulently posted one that you had worked.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
What's the timetable looking like for us to be able to get the teleportation circle set up?
Oh, can't really do it until they finish at least most of the cleanup, if not some of the reconstruction too. Otherwise, that's the kind of thing that just gets scuffed and damaged, and we have to redo it, and that's expensive. So it'll be a while.
Fair enough. Then I suppose we should return on the very next ship.
Of course, I will send message to him that you are heading his way.
Absolutely. And he wishes the rest of the group, or just myself?
No, the rest of the group of you.
Any chance that we could also discuss our new companion, Gideon, becoming part of the guild?
I suppose I can give him a quick interview.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he is dedicated and loyal.
Sir Gideon, would you please return? Your friends have mentioned that you may be interested in joining us. Do you know what it is that we do?
Well, I know that you are a guild.
Yes, do you know what kind of guild?
Not particularly.
Okay, we'll
But
start.
if there is a guild, then there is work, and if there is work, there is money and food.
Let I got a scroll here for this. We do this from square one. Do it the right way. And he pulls out a scroll of Zone of Truth and casts it in the room. All right, Gideon. Give me a brief summary of who you are, and how you came to be here.
Well, my name is Gideon. I point over to my echo. This is my best friend, not Gideon. And we were just wandering around when we ran into. I point over to the rest of the group. To these friends here, when I was trying to kill the guys here to get some work.
I see. How would you describe your moral code?
What do you mean a moral code?
How do you determine what is right and what is wrong? What is acceptable to do and what is not acceptable?
Well, whatever me and Gideon talk about, we deem acceptable. It is between me and him what we do. Do you have an example we could use?
Do you find that it is okay to kill a person if a contract tells you to?
I'll kind of turn over to my echo to start talking to him. What do you think, not Gideon? And then before I even let him answer, I'll turn back to Phelan. Why are we killing him in the contract? Is there some sort of reward, or is it just because it says to do so?
Whoever has written the contract has posted a reward that will go to you. However, the reason that person has for paying you to kill them is not listed.
I'll turn back to not Gideon and basically repeat the same thing. So we don't know why they want him dead, but they're willing to pay us. You kind of see the echo just standing there. We start like mimicking talking motions to each other, or he like mimics talking motion to me. Well, it's a good point. I'll turn around. Do we know if the person did something bad to deserve it at all? Or is that simply for us not to know?
You just don't know.
I'll turn back to Gideon again, repeating him. He says we would not know. Yes, that makes sense. What if we were supposed to kill him and we got rid of him another way? Would that be acceptable?
It depends on what the contract specifies.
And of course, we would be there to help guide Gideon in matters of moral dilemma.
Right, I don't
You
doubt
trust
that.
us, don't you, Gideon?
I trust you as far as I can throw you, which he looks up and down you, would probably be pretty far.
There you go. So he trusts Nix the most.
Sure, but we must make sure that he operates properly, even if separated from the group of you.
I'm gonna go back talking to my clone. I'll turn back to him. What if I just didn't take those contracts? What if I did the ones that didn't involve killing people?
I mean, they're typically pay out less, but I mean, that's up to you, I suppose.
Turn back, talk to not Gideon. Well, it would probably be less money. And he'll just kind of give like a shrug. I'll turn around. Well, I suppose that works, then I could just not accept contracts like that. Aside from that, if it doesn't involve hurting people that don't need to be hurt, I don't know if there would be any real problems.
Alright.
If you're talking about
I would say
being real
his
quiet in the shadows, that doesn't really suit me, and I'll clang around my armor, and then my echo will also clang around his armor.
I would say that his morals are adequately flexible for the guild. Not exceptional, but adequate.
I can still get people to do what I want if I need to.
Alright, let's see. Next question, Mr. Gideon. Have you ever heard of the Underhand before?
I'll look at the back of my hand and point there. Are you talking about like that? If not that, I'll turn my hand over, or is it that the underhand?
No. The Underhand is the name of our guild.
Well, I have now then, yes.
Have you ever worked for any rival, opposing, or otherwise organization that works against the Underhand's goals?
Kildos is not going to be able to help himself. Yeah, Kildos not going to be able to help himself. As soon as he asks that question, Kildos is going to be like, "Really?"
I don't know. Who's against the Underhand?
Well, obviously there's the Hands of the King, the City Watch. And there may be other individuals that don't have specific names, who just don't like what we do or want to cut into our profits.
I don't think so. I do not think I've worked with any of them before.
And I'm pretty sure we can honestly say that if he did, he didn't do it knowingly, and he has no affiliations or ties with them.
I worked as a soldier before.
Okay. Last question, Mr. Gideon. What's
Sir Gideon?
last question, Sir Gideon? What's the highest number you can count to?
Well, I could probably get to 99 if I tried right now. I don't remember what happens when it goes above that. Maybe 199?
He turns back to Kildas. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna give him provisional, a provisional position so that he can continue
Excellent.
working with you. Please, help him get up to speed.
Of course.
We don't want to have to kick him out. That's not a pretty process.
I would not like that either. But he is very talented in what he does.
He nods, gives a Gideon a signed paper. This is for you.
I'll take the paper.
Keep that in your room as well.
Which room is mine? Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How's everybody doing?
I'm
not
too
bad.
Good. What's the his haps tonight?
I'm trying to get into the guild.
And we are currently overwatching the laborers as they clean out the abbey and prepare for restoration. However,
Oh.
we're going to need some funding.
Oh. Is that a wink wink nudge nudge that I need to cough up some cash?
To the one individual who has more than the rest of the group combined, yes.
how much money do you guys have?
I
We
didn't put
had,
anything in my thing. I'm broke.
yeah, and Nix and I think we had together a little over 3,000 plat tops.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm
And
happy to
I
bankroll you a little
dumped,
bit.
yeah, I already dumped 1,000 into this project, and they're going to need a couple thousand more plat on top of that.
Jesus.
Well,
Damn.
it is restoring, generally speaking, a castle of sorts.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah.
And, people who tend to own land and castles and things tend to also be wealthy.
Yep, that is true. We just need to start a successful fishing industry out here that makes all of our money for us.
Ooh, a fishing industry. See, now I like how that's that thought process happened because we found a few cottages and we found a broken down dock. We could make something happen with that.
Yeah, we could.
It'd be another way for us to be able to make some money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was already thinking about utilizing the Abbey as an elite retreat.
Oh, there you go. That's not a bad idea too.
And since there are birds and small woodland creatures, there's nothing like real serious to hunt on the island. If we wanted to, we could always get, some of the rich who like to have the challenge of a hunt or whatever, and release like one wild animal on the island. It's like there is one tiger on this island. Good hunting.
Yeah.
Or one dire bear on this island. Good hunting.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, after you kill it, we will have one of our artisans skin it and mount it for you however you wish for you to take home after you pay for it, of course.
Right.
No, I think this place is a way for our characters to actually start amassing money towards their retirement.
Generational wealth, as it were.
Uh-huh.
I like it. Sounds like a good plan. And if no one wants to use the island for a vacation type retreat, we can always just start a successful pirating operation out of here.
Or a bordello.
Anything, really.
A pirating bordello, actually, would probably be fine, too. I mean, the pirates need to spend their ill-gotten gain somewhere.
Right.
What better way than at an abbey?
Yep. Is this one of our contractors over here?
One of the higher-ups in the guild, actually.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we are summoned to have a discussion with the head of the guild for the one job that we took that happened to not be a job. It wasn't a legit job. So most likely he wants some very specific details that only we could give.
Sure. Makes sense to me. All right. Don't let me interrupt then. Keep on pushing through.
Well, Phelan turns back to review. Well, the friend is now provisionally accepted. I have more stops to make, but you know what you must do.
Indeed. So, I will go to the labor leaders. Hopefully I have found one that I can tell is kind of head and shoulders above the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And basically let them know that they're going to be in charge, that I have business matters to attend on the mainland. But we should be back within, what, a little over a week.
Yeah, something like that sounds about right. It's like, okay, we'll keep at it.
And if they have, I doubt that they've blown through the the money yet. But if they are getting low, I will give them like another 1,000 gold, something like that, and tell him use this for discretionary means.
No, they still got plenty within what you've given them so far.
Okay. Then yeah, the very next boat that we can grab, we're gonna head out.
Okay. You don't find a boat the next day, but the following day you do get a boat back to the mainland.
Excellent.
So you find yourself back at the guild.
And we'll let the person that is in charge of assignments and everything know that we're here for a meeting.
Yeah, they direct you to the big corner office that nobody's gone into yet.
Fancy schmancy. Well, assume that I would be heading over there, but unfortunately my computer is not loading the screen. So
Oh.
Teleport everyone to that general direction. You get over there and you find Phelan standing outside. Ah, good. You've made it.
as quickly as possible.
Of course.
Once we have the teleportation circle set up, it'll be much more convenient.
Oh, of course.
I'll make sure to drop that like right in front of the big boss. So it's like, yeah. Could have had me here sooner.
Head on in. He is waiting for you.
Excellent. Yeah, and I have absolutely nothing on my screen. Like I see my characters, but no doors, no background, nothing, no music either.
There's probably not any music playing on this side. I think the only one I've got is location based within this map.
Okay. Yeah, actually, even my character sheet's gone.
Hmm.
That's fun. Did I happen to mention that I really want to get back to 21.3?
Just a couple of times.
It's so sincere. Okay, so we
Okay.
go in, meet with the big boss,
Yeah.
give him greetings.
Can I get a perception check from everyone as you're walking in?
Of course.
No. I don't want to perceive what's happening.
Well, I mean, you don't have to technically. You could always just, roll horribly like I just did.
So Nyx and Simia will notice this as you guys are walking in. Scattered about the room are several incredibly ornate suits of armor that have some really unique engraving on almost like there's various rodent figures engraved on them.
Oh, rat.
The rats.
What a strange insignia.
As you're stepping inside, the large back chair is facing away from you. The person that's sitting in it's good, you've made it. We've uncovered a lot. We have much to discuss. But first, let me commend you for the work you've done. It's been great here.
Much appreciated.
Indeed, I've heard much great things about, especially Nyx and Simuel. Kildos, I know you're a little bit newer, and I don't recognize you, Armored One.
This is our associate, Gideon. Sir Gideon. He's new.
Gideon.
Provisionary.
Yes, that's right, you're the one that Phelan told me about. Oh,
I've met you somewhere before.
don't know, have you? Name's Lith.
So I still have my echo out, just so you know. I'm gonna start like whispering to him and like pointing at the guy in the chair and then like talking like very like exaggerated and noisy but hushed whispers still. Like two people almost arguing, pointing back and forth at him. Who is this guy? Why does he look familiar? Should I know his name? Should I bow? Just having like almost an argument amongst each other.
Yeah, you can bow if you want to, sir. It is an okay
I'll
thing to
bow
do.
and then I'll kick the fucking shit of my echo and he'll bow after I do.
Nice.
And then I'll stand awkwardly at attention, very stiff and awkward at attention.
You can be seated there, kid.
And I'll sit, and my back will still be very stiff and straight while I'm sitting on the fucking floor.
With like your hands on the tops of your knees, like flat.
And then while I'm sitting down, I'll bang the fucking shit of my echo, and he'll sit too.
Yeah, I can see not Gideon being like all laid back while you're being all stiff and formal.
Yeah, he's like chilling. I'm like trying to get him to fucking act right.
Well, the reason that I brought you here, we did conclude our investigation. We found who it was that was posting those fraudulent contracts.
I see.
He goes by the name Zayas Vendran, but we've uncovered information. Things aren't looking good. You remember your old associate, former associate? What was his name? Hero?
Yes, hero.
Yes. Yeah, the one that his soul disappeared
Right.
after.
Yes, he had the unfortunate mishap with the deck of many things.
Yes. Well, it seems that Zeus has made friends with a recent acquaintance of Hero and is seeking to bring him back against us.
He's attempting to bring Hero back?
More using Hero as a means to get Hero's friend into the room with us.
Well, Hero didn't really have friends, so who are you talking about?
Right.
Information here, I think we found out he goes by M.
We weren't friends.
Yeah,
Friends.
opposite of friends,
Not
I believe.
friends.
All I know is Hero had a thing with him.
M
Kind of
meaning
thing.
Moloch, right? That's the one.
Wait, what kind of thing?
Uh, God, yeah, this is a night. He owed Moloch a favor.
Yeah, Moloch and Hero did not get along at all.
We weren't friends.
Okay, whatever the relationship was, Hero owes Moloch a favor. Zeus is going to use Hero to bring Moloch to us, destroy us.
Hmm. Well, that just doesn't seem very friendly of him, now does it?
I didn't think so either.
Well, I'm sure that you have many people who are highly qualified to handle such things, but what is it that we can do to be of service in this situation?
Oh, track down Zeus before he gets to Hero, or eliminate Hero's soul. Take your pick.
Hmm.
And what if we don't? That sounds like a you problem.
That's an us problem. He's the head of the guild.
But we're about to move out. We're about to go to our own castle.
About
do
to
our own
start up a
thing.
fishing company.
And we're
A
getting ready
fishing
to
guild.
retire, so what the hell is your problem?
It's called
We
Bubba
were only
Gump.
2 weeks away from retirement.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
This is just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
my world got turned upside down.
Nix. It
So you
might
think
not.
this is crazy? You want to see crazy?
I'm not crazy. I can show you crazy though.
Nix. Let me put this bluntly. The man who had tried to have you killed before, Zeus, is working. Presumably, still wants you dead. Is
Yeah, and
working.
I'm fairly certain he's going to be more than happy to want us dead. And having
Yes.
the guild at our backs, probably a good place for it.
Yeah, and he is currently trying to enlist the help of one of the most powerful entities known.
I will say he will probably have a difficult time getting Hero. Nix did kind of flop his head off. And I may have used it as decoration. I was a bit drunk at the time.
Yeah, we're all aware of what you did there. But no, he has thought of that. He has planned ahead. Um,
Fuck you
That's
and your
the
shitty
sword.
pun.
Before Zeus scurried out of here, he managed to steal both a scroll of reincarnation and a scroll of true resurrection. Once he finds where
Lovely.
Hero is located, getting him back to a usable state is the least of his concerns.
Well, it sounds to me then like we either need to take out Zeus or find Hero and put him at rest.
That is where we stand.
Do you have any leads for us?
Oh, let's see. Oof. That is a good question. Check with the other guild members. They have more information than I am. Concern myself with the small details.
Of course. But the more information that we have, the better suited we will be to performing this job.
Of course. We know Zayas wasn't able to procure a wish here. Our best guess is he's seeking one out.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know any powerful wizards that know a wish, would you?
I know the Djinn. But we stole that lamp and completed the contract.
I see.
I don't suppose that the contractor would be willing to depart with one of his wishes.
Oh, perhaps.
For the right favor.
Of course. Lift rings a small bell on his desk. Can you check what's the status of that lamp contract's item? Yeah, let me know. ASAP, highest priority. Alright, thank you. They're checking on it to see what information we've got.
Ah, good deal. Because I'm sure that if we have the authorization to offer him a favor from the guild, that could be substantial.
Well, hopefully it will work out. Let's see.
Of course, we could also just simply find a crazy ass old wizard who wants to live at the Abbey once it's fully finished. Heck, we could promise him his own tower.
Always an option.
Right? So long as we can actually find one that's sufficiently powerful enough to be able to cast a wish spell.
After a couple of minutes, Lift hears a notification come over his bell again. Oh, very good. It seems the new owner of the lamp is still in town. He has not yet set sail.
Excellent. It sounds like we can have a conversation with him and find out, and then if that doesn't work, if the guild happens to have a short but sweet list of some of the most powerful mages in the area, especially those who might have just recently attained a rank to be able to cast something like a wish, maybe we can do some negotiation with our property.
Well, best of luck to you with that. The Tower of Atrix and out on the lake would be your best bet if it comes to that.
The Tower of what?
It's the local mage's school, the Tower of Vitrix. It's out in the lake, just outside of town.
Ah,
Can't miss it.
excellent. Well, I suppose we should go speak with this new lamp owner. That'll be our first thing to do.
Oh, all right.
Looks to me, see if we can get him to part with some of the uses of the lamp.
Indeed. Let's see. Where is he? Yeah. Let's see.
Open sesame.
Oh, we're there already. So you guys get the address. Come to find out, it's not in a part of town you guys go to very often. It's not an address you recognize.
It's the Hanging Gardens. It's so pretty.
You get there, you find maybe this individual is rather quite wealthy.
Yeah, I would say so.
One might assume that.
Is there any amount of money we could even pay him for a wish?
No, I don't think it's actually more. I don't think it's actually a question of a monetary thing. I think it's more a question of the prestige that he can purchase with a wish of actually having the Thieves Guild owe him something. Like, it doesn't even matter if he ever turns it in.
Jesus,
He
is that
can
an elf
brag.
now?
He can brag to all of his very wealthy friends that he could call in a favor should he ever wish. That was actually something that was not uncommon during the medieval realms to have somebody who was
I did that.
very, very rich.
How are these guys spinning right now?
We're
The
just
way
built
that disco
different.
dancing.
What'd you say, Brandon?
Well, we're just built different, you know?
Oh, okay.
They really are.
Built a little insane.
That's a nice
Oh,
way of
yeah.
putting it.
Um,
I mean, Kildos is just planking his way up there.
But he's been working on his abs a lot
Oh.
and his glutes. So, yeah. So, yeah, no idea where it is that we're supposed to go. But let's assume that we get there.
Yeah, so you guys head up to the front door, give it a knock. And a servant comes to answer the door. Looks at the odd group of you. Can I help you?
Hildos Kilmdari and company to speak with your master.
Alright, and what is this regarding?
We are on official business with a specific guild here in the city.
Alright. You're going to have to be a bit more specific than that for me to go get him for you. Be surprised, or maybe not surprised, at how many people come by claiming all sorts of false nonsense trying to get an audience.
I fully understand. I'm wondering if there would be any way that I could retcon something here briefly. There was something that I had thought of to be able to hand over to him to make him aware of who we were. And I thought it would actually be something really cool because it might actually catch on with the rest of the guild at some point. And that was to hand over a bloodied silver coin.
I'd say, yeah, you could have one of those prepared if you want.
Okay. So I will hand him said coin.
He takes a look at it and back at you.
Give that to your master.
We will return. Wait here. He closes the door and... you guys hang out and... Whoops. Wait for several minutes. Before hearing some... very large footsteps come to the door.
Jesus.
I hear
I'm
you.
doing some quick dodging. Can't catch, but you can't see.
He's like Link over there, just spamming back and forth really quickly.
That's right.
I hear you have business with me.
Yes. Greetings from the Underhand. Is there a place that we can go to speak privately?
Sure. He brings you inside to a small waiting room off to the side. Closes the door.
This a vampire giant? Why are his teeth like that? It must be.
I mean, it's always entirely possible. But yeah, so after we make introduction and all that, he'll also get right to the point and explain to him that because of a necessity within the guild, we are in the rather unique position to offer him a substantial gift in exchange for favor. And basically explain to him that in exchange for one of the wishes that he would be able to glean from the lamp that he recently purchased, he would in fact actually be owed a favor by the Underhand.
And what limits would exist on such a favor?
Oh, obviously nothing outside of our own purview. But I am sure that you are very well aware that the guild is very talented and is capable of fulfilling all manner of contracts.
If I were to say, order the king killed, you could do such a thing.
Such a thing would have to be approved of by, our guild leader. But it is not impossible to be done, theoretically. I think it would be more important to know that the guild's interests and yours aligned in such a request. But yes, our capabilities would be of such that if such a thing were to come through, yes, it could be done.
See, my biggest concern is he pulls the lamp out of his pocket. You want a wish from this thing. What can you offer that the wish could not?
Oh my. I thought that was clear. User would be in possession of something that nobody around here has. I mean, a wizard can perform a wish spell, but a wizard couldn't get you a favor owed by the Underhand.
Could I not just wish for the Underhand to owe me a favor?
Such wishes tend to not often go in the favor of the individual making such a wish. Unless, of course, you have a team of lawyers. You do, don't you?
No, only the best.
Oh, I was going to say, it's absolutely pertinent if you're going to be doing any kind of wishing like that. And still, lawyers are fallible. And genies can be treacherously clever.
Not to mention,
And
if you grant us a wish, you'll be emboldening the group that now owes you a favor.
this is true. We quite literally require the wish to be able to bring back a fairly powerful member of ours. And since the rules of requirement will not allow him to be resurrected, the immediate location of him has to be given. So you see, it's actually a unique situation where a wish would be highly advantageous for us because it's not fallible. We wish for him to be returned to life. It cannot be done, and therefore they have to give us the location. Whereas the wishes that you may procure don't come without risk. But as I said, you have the very best lawyers in the land. I'm fairly certain that they'll be adequate. And hopefully you don't have a vengeful genie. Or a chaotic one. Oof, that would be bad.
What did this friend of yours that you seek to return mean to you?
To me, he was an honorable companion. I did not know him as well as the others here, but he took care of his own.
Quite the capable operative and loyal.
Things that we ourselves respect. And I will, if permitted, roll on my persuasion to see if I can either entice him greatly with the whole idea of the favor from the guild, or make him maybe a bit more nervous about the idea of expending these wishes himself.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
All right. And then, unfortunately, I have to hop out. Oh, my dear lord. That's a ridiculously high number.
Yeah, it
I
is.
was just about to say, holy shit, 29. God damn.
I'm beginning to think maybe we should use the wish and we should get the guild.
Kildos is very skilled at being able to talk people into things and other things.
You have what, a plus 13? Holy shit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
God damn.
Ah. And it is time for me to hop off. Sorry about this.
That's
Take it
Have a
easy.
good evening, all.
See ya, man.
So, Kildos gives his arguments in such an expert way. The giant before you looks over the group of you. Give me 5 minutes, let me have my assistants write up a contract. I'll sign it, and your guild will owe me.
Understood.
So he leaves, and despite his saying 5 minutes, it ends up being about 2 hours later. He comes back. Alright, here it is. I have signed. Go ahead and sign yourselves. Representatives of the guild.
Might I ask why it took so long?
Lawyers always specifying language and whatnot, and then I got distracted and I had to get to lunch.
Oh,
Are
what,
we
what
able
did
to
you
just
have for
have,
lunch?
Will Kildos look over it to make sure
Someone
it's good? I
gotta
assume
read
he
it.
would.
Yeah, someone's got to read it.
I figure that's the kind of thing that he would probably do.
Let's see.
I don't think you want Gideon doing it.
Gideon will be
I
like,
figure-
yup, looks like paper to me.
Oh, a signing place. I'll sign my name.
Kildos takes a look. It seems to be pretty well in line with what you guys discussed. one wish from his lamp in exchange for one unrestricted favor from the guild.
Anyone run detect magic on this contract? Because I can't.
I cannot.
Kildas cannot.
I don't know magic.
Right, I'll just say right. I suppose we'll be taking this to our masters at the guild then for them to sign and bring it back.
Oh, are you not authorized as representatives for them?
Oh, we are. We just want to make sure that the right people put their name on the line.
I don't. I'm kind of sad that Scott had to leave. I'm wondering if Kildos would have just signed it on the spot, or if he would have also wanted to go pull it back.
He's gonna make a save. We'll see. He rolled a 6. I'm gonna say he just signs it. He's not here to say otherwise.
Uh-oh.
And Kildos holds up the pen and paper to someone else. Alright, who's next?
Gideon will sign it then. No questions asked. And then we'll also have not Gideon sign it as well.
Alright, Samuel signs it.
Hang on, I gotta check something real quick.
Did you say that not Gideon also signed it?
Okay, yeah, both Gideon and not Gideon sign it. If I rolled low, I was gonna put me and not me on it. I rolled high enough, I put my name on it. Me, not me. No, they put Gideon and not Gideon. Of course he does. He has to sign it.
Alright.
Not Gideon needs to feel included.
Exactly.
Everything looks to be in order here. He slams the lamp on the table. You get your one wish. Oh, go ahead and rub it.
Out in public?
God damn. We're just here to wish for the location of Hero's soul. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because I believe it was like you need a wish spell or something along the lines of that much power to figure out the location of his soul after it was pulled out of his body.
Okay, that's what I thought. We'll go ahead and sign, or I mean, I'll go ahead and rub the lamp then.
Alright.
Oh, he's an angry genie.
The genie pops out of the lamp. What can I do for you, boys? You want your wish, right? That's what everybody wants.
Oh, if you're willing to grant one, we'll take one.
Yeah, I got a couple wishes left in me. What do you got?
Well, we are looking for the whereabouts of the soul of one that we know as Hiro Yuki.
So you're looking to release me and make me free, is what I'm hearing.
Not quite. Not what we asked.
Close, but not quite what we said. I don't see how you can mix it up, though.
Gideon's like, yes, I can see how this would be incredibly confusing.
See, an easy mistake. You could wish for that yourself, right, sir?
That's what Gideon says. Is that what you said?
So you're looking for your friend's location. Could you phrase that in the form of a wish?
Don't forget to specify the soul and not just his body.
I
Right.
didn't say the body.
Oh, his body's in a ditch fucking 3 miles out of town. They said it's got lost its head, we're gonna get a new body.
I wish that you would tell us the precise location of the soul, all the details therein of one that we know as Hiro Yuki.
As you wish. And he starts making gestures to cast the wish.
Oh, is Moloch gonna appear now?
That would be particularly cruel, but no.
He gestures
Moloch comes
to
there, just
cast-
smites the fucking genie.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the contract's void. We didn't get a wish.
Yeah. He gestures to conjure the wish spell and makes an incorrect gesture and casts fireball on all of us. Whoops, my bad, guys.
Um. So, the soul you seek. It is not here. It is not close, so you will have to travel for it. But where, you might ask? That is the question. That is the
Yes,
question
that's
you
the
have
whole
asked me. You wish you know, and you shall know, as soon as I tell you where it is. For you see, it is in a secret location, long forgotten. Place nobody knows about.
Shit, we got a monologuing genie.
Place that has not seen the light of day for thousands of years.
Out of character, this goes on long enough that the giant's like, God, I wish you would hurry up.
You know what? I love that so much. I'm making that canon. He does wish that, and he's like, as you wish.
And then poof, there's a map right there in a specific spot along all the plains.
Yeah, as soon as that happens, the genie's like, he's underneath a house in a city in the Wormtooth Islands. There's a crypt there that has not been opened for hundreds of years.
All right.
You go there. He'll be inside. Best of luck to you. You got one more, buddy. Best make it count, as he says, looking back to the giant. Then he disappears back into the lamp.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we got a place, a crypt beneath a house in the Wormtooth Islands, and that's it. Do we know which house and which island?
Yes, he
The
would have
wedding.
given you specifics. There's a specific city, and he gave you an address within that city.
Nice.
Alright, just so I can put up my notes. What was the location that he put down? I was finding that clip. Crept on Wormtooth Islands.
Yeah, in a city, in a house, underneath said house. Like, tearing up floorboards sort of thing to find it.
Do we know like what area the city is in there?
It's a coastal city.
Coastal city.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the main shipping cities out of the Warmleaf Islands. Lots of trade goes through there. Won't be hard to find a ship there.
Cool. I'm guessing it with a defeated look on his face, the giant walks back inside the house and gives up. He just like leaves the lamp outside.
Yeah, he just trying to like, this favor had better be worth it.
Oh god.
You hear him muttering to himself as he walks away. Can I wish for more wishes? Do they actually allow that? I wish I knew.
I wish I knew. All right, we got a game plan now.
He did leave the lamp on the table as he left.
Or do we take that? Do we take that?
His favor is like, give me back the lamp. Some people made a deal with me in your guild. I want my lamp back.
all that I'm saying, Nix, is I only see what I feel like seeing. So you do what you gotta do, okay?
What'll it be, Nix?
This is a job only you can decide on.
Take it and run. Fast. Go. Nice.
Oh
Go.
god. Oh god.
It's turned into a dumpster
Look,
fire.
we can do anything. It don't matter if he's mad. I got a wish. Can do anything.
Wishes.
Give me a stealth check to get out of there without making too much commotion. After all, adrenaline is surging while you're trying to swipe a lamp. That is sufficient. You do manage to make it out there.
Oh shit. We're gonna have bounties on our heads.
His favorite is gonna be he wants us all dead.
And then
He doesn't
I'll
want the lamp,
wish.
he's just pissed.
I'll wish for it all to go away.
We'll die before the fucking monologue ends. I remember when I was a boy and I first heard the word bounty hunter. As people are breaking down the door we're in. It was a different time in my life. I was a baby genie. Little did I know. Just goes on.
So, you guys have a location and a lamp. What do you do now?
What's the fastest transportation possible?
Probably a wish.
That's what I'm thinking.
But
we use the wish now and then it's gone. He has no proof that we took it.
Yeah,
We
but
use
he
it
still has
now.
a favor.
But you don't know that we took it.
He'll probably figure it out pretty quick.
Kildos speaks up. Yes, we could use a wish to get there, but the wish is a powerful thing. It may come in handy later. Maybe the guild has a teleportation circle over there, or we'll just catch a boat.
If you want to do things the boring way. Hero's soul is waiting. I'm gonna
Pretty
tell it when we
sure-
get there that you were not in a rush.
Can it even go anywhere? Isn't it stuck from what I heard?
That's true. He is stuck. You have plenty of time, I think.
What if we need
I'm
the
pretty
wish to
sure,
deal with whatever's guarding him?
I have a sword.
Could
Cool sword.
we could need the wish to bind his spirit or channel it into something else potentially. So
Fine.
Do they
Gotta
need
remember
his
that Nyx
body
is-
to resurrect him from wherever his soul is?
We can put his soul into anything we want. With this wish. I could make his soul go into a donkey that could follow us around.
What if it doesn't follow you around because you turned him into a donkey?
He'd have a little leash. He'd have to.
we gotta remember that Nyx's guiding spirit here is the same one that unleashed a tesseract on the 10 towns.
The same conscience.
yeah. Getting a little bit of chaotic vibes here. Why don't we just take a boat? It's been a while since I had an enjoyable voyage at sea. I think I'd rather take a boat.
Yeah, we're taking a boat.
Alright, so you guys looking for the next boat out of town?
Yeah.
Okay. You're able to find a trade ship heading that way. Passage is going to be a platinum per person. And it's going to be a nice 8 to 10 day journey.
Dodge. I did not mean to click champion. I don't know why. Just paying my money, man. Paying my dues.
Just remembering your roots.
Yeah.
We're fighters, we're not rogues.
Yeah.
So you guys set sail. Enjoy a nice calm time on the sea. Yeah, the trip goes relatively smoothly. And you arrive in the city on the Wormtooth Islands. It's a lizard folk run city. Lots of lizard folk everywhere, and other people too, but it is definitely primarily lizard folk. Um, and you guys head to the marketplace, where the address is leading you. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Or, no, give me an intelligence check. Some kind of check. I don't care what it is. Make a check to find it. Alright, Nyx is more on it than Gideon is. And Samuel's even more on it. So you find the address. Yeah, you ask around a little bit, but you find it. let's see. You find it's a small house on the edge of the marketplace. Let's see. I gotta make sure I got the right people on the map. This is the address that's leading you to. A small fish shop and home. It's the end of the day, so it's closed down. But you see some lights through the windows. Looks like somebody's home.
This looks like the place.
Right, I guess we best see who's inside then.
Mm-hmm.
And who's taking point? Our silver-tongued man is not here.
Yeah. I guess I can at least. We'll see who's inside, but then I probably gotta hop off after that.
Okay, I don't think we got real long left tonight, so.
Okay.
You go.
Samuel knocked on the door with, a gloved fist pretty hard.
Coming. A small little goblin comes, opens the door.
Oh shit! A rat!
I'll turn around.
Wait, do I know you, sir?
Is it
Right,
that
I
fucking
think-
goblin?
What?
You look familiar. Wait.
Wait, who?
Alright, I guess this is
Right,
common justice, honestly. I'm ready to just call this quest
you-
done as it is.
Who is this?
In confusion, Samuel's like, right, you're a fishmonger. I think I might have purchased some fish from you a while back, perhaps.
He slams the door in your face.
Who is he?
Is he pretty sure he's the goblin that we first fucking fucked with on the first mission?
I swear, I just bought fish from you a few days ago.
The guy that we caused the fucking fiasco at his fish stall and he started force feeding somebody fish.
Yeah,
I think it might be that guy.
Let's just go in and get it over with. Actually, does he remember me?
Samuel tries to open the door to see if it's unlocked.
It is locked.
Right, come on, lad. Let's not be like this. We don't have to be enemies.
Look, I left to get away from you. Why do you keep coming after me?
Because I like you and I want to go out with you. I've traveled across the world for you.
Give me a deception check. Unless you're being honest, in which case a persuasion check, but I suspect it's a deception check.
I don't see a lot of goblins around and I just feel safe when I'm with you.
Yeah.
It-
Now,
it-
after saying that, let us get into your basement.
he
We'll
unlocks.
lock ourselves in your basement for you.
He cracks it up. You really mean that?
Yes, like I don't have anybody that I could trust back at home. I don't have any goblin friends. And I missed you.
I didn't think we had that sort of connection, but okay.
Like, can I come in?
I don't have much room, but yeah, I guess you can come in. Just come in. Come on.
I'm trying.
There's a wall there. You can't actually get inside. But you guys, next you step inside. What are the rest of you doing?
Mhm.
Getting and not getting, or just having a fiery, confused and whispered aggression argument with each other again about what the fuck just happened. They're confused. He's very
Samuel whispers
lost.
to them. Samuel whispers to them, "We inconvenienced this man a long time ago," and then we'll follow her inside.
Inconvenienced is the understatement of the century.
Yeah. Gideon doesn't need to know that.
I just at the final end, I just fucking punch him in the fucking breastplate and fucking point inside, and not Gideon goes in.
How did you find me?
I tracked down a genie, and I used a wish on you.
What?
Yes.
Do you have any more wishes?
What?
Can I have a wish? I've wanted a wish all my life.
What would you wish for?
Oh. Riches beyond our wildest dream. That we could run away together, you and me.
Okay. Meet me 2 blocks down later tonight, and we'll do it.
Why not right here? Just you give me the wish. We'll take care of this right now.
The wish isn't on me, okay? I gotta go get it. And we will meet in a safe spot.
This is a safe spot. This is my home.
It won't be for long. We're gonna run away.
Wait. What do you mean not safe for long?
What? It's not your house for long, much for longer, because we're gonna run away.
Yeah, but
Right? That's what you said.
Yeah, whenever the back taxes start building up and the bank re-seizes the home, it won't be your home anymore.
yeah, but it's still my home
We
for
won't.
now. Just come inside. We can cast it in here. It'll be safer.
No, there's some bad people following me, and I don't want them to get into your house. So let's just meet 2 blocks down tonight.
No, I'm not going anywhere. No, listen, we can take care of this right here, right now.
Mean anything to you or not?
We'll wish for 1,000,000 gold and an army of guards. Whoever's after you, they can't touch us.
The genie kind of takes a while to cast the wish, and he talks a lot, and
And you think we'll be safer doing that 2 blocks away from here?
yes, because we can.
I don't know. Maybe I'm having second thoughts about all of this. You don't seem to have thought this through real well.
You don't seem to care about me then.
Look, my house is safe. I've never been robbed in this house. I've been here for 4 months.
I need to go lay down.
I got the bed right here.
Samuel says, "Right, Gideon, block the door." Goes to grab him.
I'm gonna.
Who are you grabbing?
The goblin. I said I came inside, but if I'm not inside, then I guess never
Okay.
mind.
I guess they came. Yeah, you came in.
Yeah. What?
Alright, you're lost, buddy, and I'll pull out my sword.
What? I see. This has all been a ruse. You're no different than you were that fateful day back in Illinois.
Right, but
You
you'll be
don't
better
know
off
my
for it.
feelings.
I know it well enough to see that you've drawn a sword on me.
Because you don't care about me. You weren't willing to go anywhere for me. You just wanted to stay here in your stupid fish shack.
Yeah, I know you wanted to go 2 blocks away to an alley. That's how you get mugged. Were you born yesterday?
No, I wasn't. Listen, dude. Those bad guys
Samuel-
probably know that I'm here right now. But if we snuck somewhere else later, they wouldn't. They wouldn't know where we went.
Look, I'm starting to doubt you even got a wish on you. Show me the lamp or get out of my face.
Maybe I'll keep the wish for myself.
If you even
You're gonna
have
talk
one.
to me like that.
Samuel says, right, how about 100 gold? You let us pry up a couple of your floorboards and we forget this ever happened.
You know what? Can we just crash in your basement for the night?
I don't have a basement. Do you see stairs
Right,
going
okay.
down?
What's that?
Can we crash in one of your guest bedrooms for the night?
We can make a basement to crash in.
We just need a guest bedroom.
Do you see my house here? It's like 100 square feet. I got 1 room.
Oh,
We can build a basement real quick. Put something there.
Are you a licensed and bonded contractor?
Maybe.
Can I see?
No.
Then no.
But I might be.
Then you might be able to produce paperwork showing such.
I already told you I can't show you the paperwork.
Look,
He doesn't know what to say. Well, this is gonna work, right? I see everybody else talking random things. I'm gonna try it out.
are you even a licensed fish seller, man?
yes, I am registered with the city to sell fish.
Where's the paperwork?
Can you produce paperwork that says we're not allowed to create a guest bedroom in the basement?
That's not how that works, but yes, I do have a certificate on the wall here that says I am licensed to sell fish.
But what about us doing construction work here? You can't produce paper that says we can't do it.
I don't have any that says you can.
I'm gonna write on his certificate. Dude, this expired 2 months ago.
That thing's good for 2 years. I got it 3 weeks ago.
Not what it says. It says expired 2 months ago. I'm gonna have to call you in.
So what? They'll just pull the records down at City Hall and see that everything's in good order. This is just for customers to see. I'll go get the fresh one in the morning.
Okay, go.
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta bounce.
Alright, take it easy.
I did enjoy this Easter egg though. It's a good one. Resurging characters. I like it.
Mm-hmm. See ya.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Yep. Have a
Take
good
care.
night. Thanks, Colin. Yep.
Look, I really don't appreciate the tone of you coming in here and
What if I talked in a higher tone and asked?
You don't like
Can
my
we please dig
tone.
up some of the
I
floorboard?
came in here confessing my feelings to you.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure you were lying about that now.
But you're only pretty sure. You don't know that.
I
for
don't-
sure.
feel-
You've not even proven to me that you've got a lamp.
How do I know? Do you want just kill me and take the lamp?
With all that muscle behind
Considering
you,
There's like 5 of us here. He probably couldn't take us in a fight.
yeah, I'm not stupid.
Which, why don't we just walk into his house and rip up the floorboards? He can't take all 5 of us in a fight anyway.
No,
Why
no,
did-
I can
yeah,
totally take
actually-
all 5 of you.
Actually, yeah.
I
Why don't we
just
just
choose not to.
Like, you just
Pull
like,
them
Gideon, like, put it
down.
together. Wait, he can't take us. Wait, if he can't take us, why don't we just go in?
Not Gideon, hold him down.
Oh, now have not Gideon go over and just start trying to restrain him.
Okay.
We just
Fluffy
need
will
to.
also sit on him.
We just need to
Give,
dig up some of your floorboard, and we'll be out of your hair.
give me an athletics
He's
check.
bald. What?
Athletics.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm here for. So even with a nat 20, could he beat that?
No.
I'm strong. I'm almost superhuman strength.
So restraining him is like restraining a toddler. At least as far as what it feels like to you.
This ain't nothing against you, buddy. Our old friend is living. His soul's underneath your house. It's a big thing, but we'll be out of your hair soon.
What
I don't
the?
know if you have. Do you have hair?
Maybe that's why he's so angry.
I went bald from all of the stress that you've caused me.
But we'll be out of your hair shortly.
So you guys start prying up floorboards.
Yeah, Gideon will just start prying up floorboards and all that. Not really any specific place, probably just in the center. I don't know if there was actually any precise location shown on which part of the house you'd have to dig up.
No, not particularly.
It's just the center, I guess.
You dig up about a third of the floorboards before finding a small square shaft descending down into darkness below.
You reckon this is it?
Didn't know that was there.
This is exactly what we needed, it looks like.
And so we have. Can we open it? What happens if we open it?
The shaft, isn't it? Just goes down.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not. Oh, we found a shaft. Okay.
yeah.
Then yes, let's go.
Alright, are you jumping down or are you finding alternate means to climb down?
I don't think Gideon thought that far ahead. He's jumping down.
Are we gonna need something for his soul to go into? Sir, do you have a live fish?
No, they're all dead. Actually, I don't even have any fish. I sold them all.
Ugh.
Sold out everything today. Gideon, because you jumped down, you take 5 points of damage. You fell about 30 feet.
Oh, just for note, I think my echo can only be 30 feet away from me.
He despawns, letting Crossarm up. What is going on with that guy? Get, if you're, go down the hole or something. Just get out of here.
We are, okay?
I'll respawn, not Gideon. Probably should have had not Gideon go first.
Alright, Nix, what are you doing?
Alright, I'll go down.
Okay. You've taken 10 points of falling damage. Kills like children. And ties off a rope and tosses it down. So all of you climb down. You find yourselves in a dark tunnel. Let's see, who has dark
Light a
vision?
torch. I don't have dark vision, but I got a tinderbox and torches.
Yeah, I think you're the only
So I'll light
person
a
without
torch.
dark vision.
Yeah, I'll just light a torch then. Turns out the whole room was filled with gas. Explode everybody at TPK. Oh, I can't see anything. Fireball and point blank.
Yeah, so you take... Yeah, so you light up a torch and begin wandering down a small, dark corridor. It descends and heads onward for about 100 feet before you reach a doorway. As the stone door seems to be closed off and sealed. There's carvings on it.
Does it look like is there like a handle I can just open it with, or is it just have the carvings on it?
Seems to just have the carvings.
What does this mean?
Well, would you like to take a look at the carvings themselves?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Look.
Give me a investigation check to try and understand. Yeah, we'll take a look at the carvings. Not bad, not bad. Nix, are you wanting to look as well?
Yeah.
Gideon, you see what seems to be a 5-headed dragon carved into the door.
Looks like it's a 5-headed dragon. Does that mean anything to any of you?
It means that there's probably a 5-headed dragon.
Ooh. Should we just wish it away?
Wait, let's look first. Maybe. You could wish for Hero's soul to go into the 5-headed dragon. Let's see him first, then we'll decide.
That would be a twist.
Let's see him first, then we'll decide, okay?
Well, are you going to try and open the door? It is currently not open.
Slowly.
I'd open the door. I guess I could try pushing it.
Okay.
Push open.
Give me an athletics check.
Ew.
You push on it as hard as you can. It does not budge. Can I get a perception check as well from Nyx?
Mm-hmm.
You see some inscription next to where Gideon is pushing. You read it. It says pull.
Idiot.
What?
Pull the door.
I'm gonna look for a place I can grab onto it. Do I see a place I can hold onto it to pull?
Yeah, you dig around there. There's a little handle there.
Alright, I'll pull with all my strength on it.
Slowly.
It
All my strength.
smoothly and very rapidly swings open. Practically slamming yourself into the wall as it does so. Actually, you know what? It does slam you into the wall. You take 7 points of damage as the door crushes you between the wall and itself.
My hubris would take nothing less.
And I think this is where we'll pause